Okay, so 2025 is over and it's going on to 2026. Now, I just want to make this a little world, by the way, so we can have something to, play on whilst I record this video if I don't want to, do the gameplay on, yeah. Okay, so 2025 is over tomorrow, I think, from recording this. Yeah, tomorrow. And that's kind of insane. I have been behind in YouTube. Not this account, but I've been behind in on a lot of accounts this year. Throughout the whole year. I've started college this year. I have made a whole new fan group, like the friends I had in high school. I talked to a lot of them, but not as much as I used to, you know? Like I still talk to a lot of them, most of them, except for like maybe one or two of the people I used to hang out with. But I made a lot of friends and I've made a lot of, memories this year. A lot of memories. Like from, I don't know, playing with people here, making friends online, to going out and exploring abandoned places. Like a lot of stuff I have done this year. But for some reason, I still feel like I haven't done a lot. I know I have done a bunch of stuff, a bunch of fun stuff with that, but I still feel like I haven't. And I don't know why that is, but all I know is that, like, I hope 2026 is the year where stuff like this year for me, I feel like has been a year where started setting up stuff. Like I have a bunch of YouTube channels that I want to do, and like I hope that 2026 is like the last piece of the puzzle where the stuff start connecting and start working out. Like maybe a channel goes well, maybe I even blow up or something like that. I hope that it's the year where that happens. I do actually hope that very much. And you might also have had, like, some of you might have had a really good year, and some might have had a worse year, and some might even have had a bad year. But that doesn't change that, the next year might become a good one. And that's not saying, like, you shouldn't wait for New Year's to change. Like, if you want to do something, you just go and do it. But at the same time, New Year's is a good, like, thing to get you to do something. Like, if you ever wanted to, I don't know, go fishing with your friends, like, you don't have to wait for New Year's to do that. You could do it whenever. You don't need to set goals. Like, same with going to the gym. You don't have to wait for New Year's to start going to the gym. You can just start doing it whenever you want to. Which I used to, be on that same thing where I wouldn't, do stuff. Like, I would push off, like, if I wanted to go to the gym, I would a lot of times, like, I don't have to do it today, I could do it tomorrow. Which then tomorrow, I would say the same thing, and then it would go on and go on, and it wouldn't happen. Same with a lot of school stuff, like, recently in college, uh, we had this class where we was meant to do a ad. Like we was gonna do a ad, we was gonna record it, make like pictures for it, and write everything down, and then make a normal video ad. But I didn't want to do it because I didn't like the class, so I didn't do it. But I thought I was just gonna do it later, and that later went to the last day. And this was also we had to make a presentation of it in front of, I don't actually remember if it was the whole class or how it was, but it went to the point where at like the time where we was gonna go up and presentate, I hadn't done anything. So when I went up there to, freestyle everything, I would have to listen to the other people and go off what they were saying. Which wasn't good. I feel like if I actually were to have focused, uh, I would have done a lot better. But I chose not to. Uh, and that's like kinda with, how people do with New Year's. You put it off and say you will do it next year or tomorrow or whatever it is. And that I feel like you shouldn't. But at the same time, using the New Year's as motivation isn't bad. It's just depending on how you use it. Like, I could. Oh, what is that? Is that like glitched? Oh, it's just. Okay. Uh, you can just say you will do something and never do it, which is the bad part. But if you, actually go on and do it, it's no harm in it. Uh, that's basically what I want to get at. That you shouldn't just. Oh, doesn't that work? Okay. Put off stuff. And like some people this year might have had the best year. I think it said that already. But like, just because this year wasn't good doesn't mean that the next year will be bad. You know? Like, your life can change so much in a year. Like, I went from, I didn't like how I was in high school. I couldn't talk to people. Like, even people I kind of knew, I I could talk to them, but then when someone random came up, I would just kind of not freeze, but my answer would be, short, easy answers. I couldn't get out full sentences. Which I've gotten a lot better at, especially the program I go. It's a lot of selling. Like, it's selling and like business, like those type of stuff. And like, you learn a lot with talking to people through it. You learn how to talk with people, like mainly in the sense of, business. But even though, you learn for business, you still get a lot of uh help, or not help, but like still helps with like, just talking in general with someone. Like, just since the last like half year, I think, it's when I started college, I think, after summer. It's probably like maybe half a year. I've gotten so much better at talking to people. Like, I wouldn't say I'm good at it. It's still so like, the thing is, it depends on the other person. Now, if like I talk to someone and they are good at talking to people, I'm better with talking to them. But if they don't give off any energy of wanting to talk to me, I get back in the same thing where I can't really or don't really know what to say. But I'm good. I've gotten a lot better at like talking back and forth with someone, which I wasn't earlier. So that I'm really proud of myself with, and I think it's the best thing that ever happened so far, that I've at least been, gotten good at talking with people, because it's a really good thing to, have, because in most things you do actually need to be able to talk to someone. Like, uh, like in almost every job, you have to talk to someone, and you would have to talk to a lot of people you wouldn't necessarily know. Like, throughout my college experience, they've done a lot of like things where you have to, they like look at who you're cool with in the class, and then, put you with the people you don't talk to as much, just to, get you to talk to everyone. Which at first I didn't really like, but at first I didn't really know anyone in the class. I think I knew two people in the class. But like at first when I started to talk to some people, I didn't really like that. I had to talk to people I didn't, talk to at all. But now that it's been a while, I can see why they did it. Like, it helped a lot. Because now I feel like I talk to everyone in the class in about the same level, which, is what, you're meant to be able to do. Like, humans are meant to be able to talk to someone, like, talk to people. We are a species where we're meant to talk to people. So having, not being able to talk to people, to going to, talking to almost anyone, even if I don't know them, uh, is really cool. And I hope that me talking about it and my experience with it can also help, if anyone watching this is struggling with talking with people, to actually try and get better at it, which takes time. Like for me, the whole of high school, like every year, like the 3 years of high school, like I couldn't talk to anyone. Like to this day, it's people in my class, like in my high school class, that I haven't talked to. Though I did talk like at least once, to everyone in those 3 years. Like it's people that I barely said a word to. I think I said something at least to everyone, but like it's people I barely, barely talked to. Uh, which already in my new class I've talked to everyone, you know, which is a big upstep, because I think we're about 30 people in my class, and in the old class we was about 21. So it's a lot more, but I've already talked to everyone, which feels good for me. And I have, this has nothing to do with what I was just talking about, but the exploring channel I think I've talked about in like every video so far. I've been recording like on my phone, but now I bought a camera for it, which is the Insta360 Go 2. And like that makes me want to do it more. And it's fun because like I do it with my friends. So I'm gonna hang out with them way more because, I do it with my friends. So I'm gonna hang out with them. Which is good. You should hang out with your friends. Like, just playing with your friends, like it's good to, play with your friends, I guess. But you should still go outside and hang out with them. Because it's such a different level from hanging out and playing with friends. Because when you play with them, like gaming, what is what I mean by that, you don't really get the sense of, you know, being with them. Because you aren't. But when you are with them, of course, you get it because you actually are with them. So, and you need that. Everyone needs, you know, people to talk to. It's like a basic thing people need. We have always needed it, and we will always need it. So just having, like, you don't need 100 fans. That's not what I'm saying. You like I have, I feel like about 3 fans that I would, call my friends and that I talk to on almost a daily basis, which is good. You don't need 100 fans that you talk to every day. That, in my opinion, isn't a good thing. I just feel like you need a couple of friends that you're chill with and that you can hang out with and that you just like that's the most important part, that you have people in your life that are there for you and that you could trust. Just I know it can be hard, especially if you're like me and tend to overthink a lot. But sometimes you will just have to, take kind of a risk anyway, which it isn't really a risk. I mean, it is, but not in the same way as like going out and doing something. It's more of a risk, you know, with trusting someone, which can be hard if you aren't used to it. But then when you get used to it, it's easier to do it and it's easier to spot out who you can trust. Because at the beginning, you might know just people that will not be good for you. And that's also a thing. You have to surround yourself with uh, good people. Because if you surround yourself with people that go out fighting, drink, smoke, all of that, you will most likely end up doing the same thing. Because you are who you are with, like, which I have noticed. Because my old friend group, which, like, I'm still friends with them, they tend to drink and smoke and stuff, which was starting to kind of yob off on me. But then now, when I have met new people in my new class, like that feeling of, kind of wanting to do stuff like that, it's like almost completely uh, gone away. Which is good because, you shouldn't have to and like wanna smoke and stuff just because your friends is doing it. Because you should just be yourself, You shouldn't have to change yourself to fit in. Yeah. Because if you do, you're not gonna be yourself. Oh wait, there's healed source and added here, I'm dumb. Because that's like the best thing. You have to be yourself to make friends or friends with you. Does that make sense? Like if you make friends and you aren't yourself, they aren't friends with you. They're friends with the person who they think you are. You feel me? Like, let's say you pretend to be a person who loves to drink. I'm thinking that example again. But let's say that you pretend to love to drink and stuff, but you don't. Which can make problems, cause then your friends will get you into it and stuff, and that's a problem. Yeah, I think I'm just yapping over and over. And sorry if I am, but that's the channel. It's a yapping channel where I'm gonna be talking. Yeah. And I also think that when you meet someone, it's hard to be yourself, but you should try to be yourself as quickly as possible, or even, which is hard, learn to be yourself with anyone. Like, I know I'm talking about it, but I'm not. Like, at the point, or like when I've talked to them a bit, I feel like I am basically myself with almost everyone, but I'm not myself with everyone. And it's really hard to be yourself with anyone. But it's a really important thing, and you should try to be yourself with everyone. Because, you know, it will just make a lot of stuff so much easier. Because, you know, uh, I'm going back to the old thing I was talking about. Like, if you pretend to love to drink, but you don't love to drink, but then your friends think you do. And then when, you know, they ask you to follow them and go maybe to a party or whatever to drink, and you don't actually want to do it, they are gonna realize that you are, you know, just making up stuff. Which the most people then don't want to be friends with you because you have just lied about yourself. So just be yourself, and you know you will make a lot more friends. That's just like off topic of talking about 2026, but I'm basically just giving out advice for 2026. That's the video there if anyone's, you know, confused on what I'm talking about being yourself and stuff. Yeah. And also, like, you shouldn't have to change yourself to fit in, because when you are yourself, you will find people who are like you. Like, it might take time, but eventually you will find mind-liked people, like people who like the same stuff or play the same games and like do the same stuff as you. Like, and at the same time, like your hobbies, yes, and stuff can change over the years, which, you know, could change your friends, it's like who your friends are, but at the same time, like if you change your hobbies, that doesn't mean you have to change your friends. Because you're already friends with them and they know how you are and you know how they are. It just means that it's way easier to find friends when they like the same stuff and like do the same stuff and have the same goals as you. Like if you have a goal of becoming, let's say I'm a YouTuber, a good friend would be someone who's also trying to become a YouTuber, because you know that would make it so much easier, because then you have a friend who wants to do the same thing, and then you both could try and become a YouTuber together, which makes it easier and most likely way more fun because you have a friend doing it with you. That's just some advice. I think I'm gonna round off this video here, but make sure to subscribe, you know, since, you know, I am a new YouTuber and I'm still trying to go out here. And also comment if you want me to keep using this world as gameplay. Yes. Oh, I can get a lot of food here next video. If you guys want me to keep using this one. Then we should make a base. Yeah. But yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye.